All courses of action are risky, so prudence is not in avoiding danger, but calculating risk and acting decisively. Make mistakes of ambition and not mistakes of sloth. Develop the strength to do bold things, not the strength to suffer. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Make no small plans, for they have no power to stir the soul. Never was anything great achieved without danger. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. It is much safer to be feared than loved, because love is preserved by the link of obligation which, owing to the baseness of men, is broken at every opportunity for their advantage. But fear preserves you by a dread of punishment which never fails. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. The unarmed man is not just defenseless, he is also contemptible. Hatred is gained as much by good works as by evil. The fact is that a man who wants to act virtuously in every way necessarily comes to grief among so many who are not virtuous. The vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Men in general judge more from appearances than from reality. All men have eyes, but few have the gift of penetration. Men are so simple and yield so readily to the desires of the moment that he who will trick will always find another who will suffer to be tricked. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. We cannot attribute to fortune or virtue that which is achieved without either. Men intrinsically do not trust new things that they have not experienced themselves. Of mankind, we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. Men will always deceive you unless they are kept honest by constraint. Women are the most charitable creatures and the most troublesome. He who shuns women passes up the trouble, but also the benefits. He who puts up with them gains the benefits, but also the trouble. As the saying goes, there's no honey without bees. Wisdom consists of knowing how to distinguish the nature of trouble, and in choosing the lesser evil. Everyone who wants to know what will happen ought to examine what has happened. Everything in this world in any epoch has their replicas in antiquity. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. This is a common failing of mankind, never to anticipate a storm when the sea is calm.